Here's another truck and a van. Bobtail too. Bad mistake. Anyway. This is part 3, I guess. Or part 2 of the last one. We just left Walcott. We're on the I80. We're in Iowa. And if you can remember, oh wow, look at this. Wow. This is a sheet of ice. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get out of this lane. I definitely gotta get out of this lane. Now if you can remember how many vehicles were in the ditch in the last video, trucks and trailers, cars, keep on counting. Oh, we got more four-ways going on up here. Something's going on. Oh, we have a big truck. Big truck here. Did it just happen? We'll find out. No, it didn't happen. You can see where the plows have gone around them. That didn't just happen. For a ride. Big truck and 2 more cars. Oh, make that 3. One on the other side of the road. Oh, look at that car. Damn. I see another truck. Something on the other side of the highway kind of flickering, like a vehicle in the sun, in the snow. Now this highway was pretty busy last night. I imagine this highway was closed. Usually when it's this bad and you see all these accidents like that, highway's kind of closed. Looks like a black SUV or a black little car or something. Yeah, we did. We went, or they went. Well, the brakes again. A long day, I think. The ice even goes all the way up this far. Wow. Surprised there's no cars down in that ditch down there, but I don't see anything. The road crews, every springtime, they're out there fixing those rails, those wires on the side of the road here. They're always pulled down, but they're a lot better than them cement barriers. The railings here, they have a little bit of a bend to them. The wires actually grab onto your truck and your car, and you don't get too far. There's a big truck here on the ditch. He's not that bad in the ditch, actually. Ah, bobtail too. Then we have another car over here too. Like, oh my god. I wonder how many vehicles we're going to see. I swear you can't go 1 mile without seeing something. glad I pulled over last night. I know having a video would be pretty cool, a truck going through the ditch or through the snow and all that, but I really don't want to give you that video because I really don't want to be that driver that does that. Prefer not to show that video, I prefer not to make that video, really. Well, yeah, 4 ways again. Ooh. There's a lot of traffic here. Like anybody's really moving that fast over here. Must be another sheet of ice. But let's see, from the top of this hill I can see 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cars. Oh, I see a truck, or is that 2 trucks on our side? 2 trucks. Wow. Sorry, 4 ways are really loud, blinkers are really loud on this truck. Oh, that's 2 trucks and 2 cars. Almost like the cars were following the trucks in. It's okay, Chance. The tow truck drivers are going to be really busy. Really busy. That one truck, he looks like he's ready to tip. Wow. That's a U-Haul pulling a car on the other side. Pickup truck in the center. See 2 more cars up there. Well, it was really windy last night too. Really cold, really windy. Pickup truck that was in the center there, he's a 4x4, but even then 4x4s won't help you in that situation. All you do is spin. Last winter I was went and picked up a few things, decided to go through a little bit of snow, and well, I have a 4x4. I finally got out of it. I was only on a bit of a, you know, where the road kind of meets the grass. You got that little bit of a hill, a little bit of a bump. I was stuck in that little bit of a bump. 4 ways on, 4-wheel drive on, and else I couldn't. The life of me, I couldn't get out of there. I finally got it rocking, moving back and forth, and I finally got out of it. Sometimes having a 4-wheel drive still won't work. And I've seen people coming up to accidents and all that, and I've seen them actually flip the 4 wheels on, 4-wheel drive, and go in the ditch. And he made it, but the car that went behind it didn't make it. He got stuck. Look at this car. He went up and over, and definitely not his four wheels. He went for a little bit of a ride. I haven't decided if I can't figure out if he's coming from the other side of the highway or not. We're going up a bit of a hill. And any of these people that were trying to get into the other lane, like the two trucks that passed me, if they didn't have a running start and they had to go from the stop to start, they probably wouldn't have gotten up this little tiny hill that we're going up. Probably would have just spun their tires. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a long day. Maybe if I see a Love's truck stop up here, I'll stop, top up my tank. Always good. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a copy. Shit. Forgot I had a copy. Had some good coffee, I tell you, some good coffee. I don't know how some of these drivers do it. They go here on the road, they don't bring anything with them. No food. And they end up buying fast food stuff. You know, I honestly think that they should get rid of all the fast food stuff at places and the truck stops and bring the restaurants back. There's way too many fat truck drivers out here now. It's bad enough that we sit most of our day. We don't get enough exercise. Then you throw in fast food, fatty foods. It doesn't help. I think they should get rid of all the fast food and bring in back the restaurants. I know they got a couple of restaurants. TA still have them. Petro still have them. Flying J's got all rid of all theirs. They got a couple of Denny's. I honestly think that if you can't sit down and make enough time in your day to sit down and have a meal, and get out of the truck, then you got a problem. You're working too hard. Me personally, I see these drivers and they try to park as close as they can to the truck stops. Me, I park as far as I can for two reasons. I need to exercise and I have a dog that needs some grass. Well, there's a third reason really too. Everybody's trying to get up close to the truck stops and the truck spots. They start to smack into other people's trucks, backing in, pulling out, running people's hoods over. But when you're in the back, there's not too many people that park back there. Well, because they don't want to walk. Even today, I parked in the way in the back, even though it was this cold. But hey, I got food in my truck. No need to go into the truck stop. Even got coffee. I try to cook all my meals in the truck. At least I know what I'm eating. Cheaper too. So, we got another truck in the ditch. Hasn't been a mile yet. There's another truck in the ditch. A lot of trucks. There's a lot of freight in those trailers. That truck's buried too. Look at that. It's buried. It's probably going to take at least 2 tow trucks, 2 wreckers to get that guy out. He's not as bad as some of them. I been in the ditch before? Yeah. Was I driving? Nope. One of the reasons why I don't drive team anymore either. You're putting your life in other people's hands when they're driving. I had one driver hit black ice, did a 360, land and ditch. I was in the bunk sleeping. That was an interesting way of waking up, I tell you. All I felt was being lifted up in the air, shoved to one side, shoved to the other side of the bunk, and then I dropped back down on my bed. That's how I woke up. Our truck was buried in the snow. Our trailer was across the highway. It was 8 o'clock at night, Perth, Ontario. And our lights weren't working on the trailer. It was pitch black outside. And my co-driver, he was shooken up. He said there's another truck coming. I said, get out in the middle of the road. Take that flashlight and just start flashing it. Waving it. Sits on the side of the step and he's waving it. He's like, it's not working. I said, you gotta get out and do that. And he says, you gotta get out of the truck. And I said, I ain't getting out. I'm in my underwear. It's minus 40 outside. I'm doing it. It was like watching a movie. Oh, there's another car in the ditch. It's like watching a movie. All I saw was the truck coming in. He had two options. Either go through my trailer or get his truck into the ditch. So it was like watching a movie. That truck just went in. It was almost like slow motion. He started hitting that ditch and the snow started flying. And he buried his truck into the ditch facing the opposite way. His trailer slid into our trailer and boom, our trailer lights started working. So just think, a 2-lane highway, 1 lane going each way. You got one truck on one side of the ditch, trailer across the highway. You got the other truck in the other ditch, trailer across the highway. Not a chance in hell of getting out of there. Turns out it was the driver that I was talking to in North Bay, where we swapped out rides. It was him that smacked into us. He stayed behind for a little bit, get lunch or dinner. Yeah, it was really weird. Cops came. So it took them about an hour and 40 minutes to get to us. Something was flying around in the bunk. Hit my arm. Don't know what it was. I couldn't even touch my face, let alone shift gears. My arm was pretty screwed up at that point. And they drove us to the hospital. Got checked out. Then drove us to the hotel. Well, actually, I'm not too sure which way it was either. I think they drove us to the hotel and we just took a cab to the hospital. I'm not too sure what it was. And my boss said right away, they didn't even ask me how we were. All he said was, how was the truck and how's the trailer? I says, we're doing great, thank you very much for asking. And then he says, you gotta go to the hospital? I said, yeah, I'm going to the hospital. He says, don't tell him it's work related. First thing I said when I got to the hospital is work related. Screw them. Wasn't gonna do that. So anyways, turns out, we later found out later on that took 3 wreckers to get my truck out of the ditch, and 3 wreckers to get his truck out of the ditch. And that highway was shut down for 8 or 9 hours, I'm guessing. Yeah, my boss wanted me to drive that truck back. There was no hood. Headlights were gone. The hood was gone. The 5th wheel was bent like a pretzel. The bunk wasn't even attached to the frame of the truck anymore. I was driving a, I don't even know what year it was, but it was a Freightliner Classic. Tall bunk, no stacks. Kicker is, I just finished polishing those damn rims. And he was just about to put me in a brand new truck, and then we wrecked this truck. He didn't put me in another brand new truck. And that was it. I stopped driving team at that point. That wasn't the only wreck that I was in when I was sleeping. It's the problem about having new drivers. I had one hit a low overpass in Chicago. I had one hit a tree. Yeah, hit a tree. He got himself lost. This was outside of Indianapolis. He got himself onto, I don't know what road. He got off the highway. And he saw a church. He saw this nice little U-shaped driveway. He decided to drive around the U-shaped driveway. And he said he had to drive really wide because there was a telephone pole in the middle of the parking lot, which I didn't see one. It must have been one of them invisible ones, you know. And how I woke up was hearing tree branches scrape along the side of the truck. That's how I woke up. So what he had done was took a really wide turn, and he went over someone's front lawn, missed the white picket fence, and decided if I went really fast, I might be able to get through this tree and out the other side. That didn't work. When the cops came, tow truck came, he said that I had to say that I was the one driving because he was over his hours. He wasn't over his hours, he just didn't want to be blamed for it. Here's another big truck. Swift. It's Swifty Swift. Like it just happened, actually. Not that long ago. Let's see, I had a couple go in the ditches, just drive right off the ditches. It happens. But none of them were my fault. Every single one of them, I was in the bunk sleeping. So when the last one kind of did me in when he jackknifed, did 360, landed the ditch. That one kind of did me in. I couldn't. Every time the truck would move, even just a slight inch here and there, I was up freaking right out. There's another vehicle. So, yeah, safe to say I don't drive team no more. I do have a problem though. Oh, there's a wrecker pulling another truck out, or they even got one out successfully. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. The problem I have now with driving single now. Sometimes, and I know you drivers have gotten this, you wake up in the morning, you go, where are you? You don't know where you are. And it takes you about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to figure out, oh yeah, you're sitting in a rest area. And where you are. Got that too many times. Yep, it's gonna be a long day. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. If you guys have any stories you want to share, then share it. If you have anything else that you would like me to do while I'm out here doing this, or have any questions, ask it. If I can answer it, then I'll answer it. Well, I see another truck in the ditch. I'm not surprised. Nothing but a sheet of ice out here. I honestly need to get some salters out here and maybe some sanders out here. Yeah, he went right in the ditch. fresh one. Oh, and there's another car over there too. That's what happens when you... That car back there, that white one that we just passed, that was on the other side of the road, she was a fresh one. He just went in there freshly, not that long ago. And that's because of all these drivers trying to get in that right lane. Don't want to wait, don't want to slow down like everybody else is doing. And they just want to go, and you can see that lane being a sheet of ice. Now, of course, I'm in the third lane. I'm not technically supposed to be here, but I'm going to stay in this lane instead of those lanes. Something happened. I missed it. Maybe you guys caught it, but I don't know what happened back there. There's a big lineup of trucks now. And that's probably going to happen to us on this side sooner or later. And that's the hint why you should always make sure you have a full tank of fuel. Don't come out here with a little bit of fuel. Try to make sure to keep your fuel tanks as full as you can at all times. Because that would really suck if you're almost to your customer or almost to your truck stop to get that fuel, and you're sitting on a quarter tank of gas or fuel, and you run into this. Now, I can't tell anybody what's going on because I don't have a CV. I don't have a CV in this truck. I don't even have antennas on this truck. And I remember when I first started driving truck, CVs, or everybody had a CV. Nowadays, no one has CVs. Well, you get your odd one that has your CV. I would like to put a CV in this truck. As soon as I started getting the paychecks in me and get some bills caught up, I made the mistake of going to another company. Now, you guys have seen my previous videos. The hood is a little different. I was driving a W9. I don't want to say the name of the company that I was working for, but all I need to say is the Never Never plan. I don't need to put no names down, but oh, there's a wheel ride. The Never Never plan. I don't think anybody needs to put no names on there, right? You guys all know what company that is. I was working for them and I wasn't making any money. A W9, I was leased owning with them. I did a lot of miles in the short time that I was there, and I didn't make any money. My paychecks were small, my bills were falling behind. So I had to leave there and come back to this company and catch up on my bills. Now, once my bills are all caught up, then my credit cards and all that stuff are back to where it needs to be, then maybe just then I'll get myself a really nice CV and nice antennas, and then you guys can hear the CV in some of these videos. But in the meantime, you can hear me talk. Yes, I've had so many people tell me I don't shut up. That might be true. Anybody's looking at me right now, they're just thinking, that person must be singing a song or talking on the phone or talking to themselves. Little do they know I'm talking to you guys. Well, you enjoy this? Well, there's a part 3. Stay tuned. And remember, keep track of those trucks and vehicles that we've seen on the highway that are in the ditches. I've definitely lost track now. And hey, we've gone a mile. I haven't seen any vehicles in the ditches. But I imagine we'll see another one. Stay tuned to part 3. Bye for now.